Half penny, 2 penny, back of the queue. Yes, Mr. Poor Man, this means you. This printer 2 times in a row gave us spaghetti sharks. Now what is it giving us? It's giving us blobby sharks. Ooh, what a great improvement. And also it's giving us wiggly sharks. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's all wiggly and blobby. Morning roundup, very annoying. Very, very annoying. Middle of the Sea Serpent guitar hanger right there. Of course, we got a D20 here coming out nice, and a Sharky that is well behaved. Ice cream cone coming along good, and of course we've got a Nosferatu and another well behaved shark. All right, the credit card authorization for the new shipment of plastic is put in. I'd placed the order, but it's final now. It's gonna be going to the new house. Oh man. Sales have been really, really good lately. And right now I'm just feeling kind of randomly grateful for that. We're pretty close to where we're sort of packaging, I don't know why I'm saying packaging, packing up and moving the big things in the shop. It's been a pretty incredible year so far. As somebody pointed out, we are over 100 products. I don't consider it official until we actually make the tick marks. The tick marks are authoritative. But yeah, things are really getting set up nice. Also, with the new electric policy, the provider that I got, I'm gonna be saving a couple $100 a month, which is nice. Renting the new place is nice and cheap. Everything is just going super well. And I think I'm getting a burrito. Real nice day out today. Maybe that's why I'm feeling so chipper. Yeah, it's a nice sunny day out today. I was talking to somebody a few days ago, and they have a friend who owns a t-shirt printing shop that's also on the same street, and they're having to move too. It's gonna be interesting to see how impressive this widened bridge is, because they are sure inconveniencing a lot of people. This had better be worth it. All right, I think we're going in. Yep. Super good. Man, I love that place. Somebody should make a Spotify playlist of just speeches made in front of crowds, you know, like from movies. Run and you may live for a while. Riders of Rohan, you will taste man flesh. I don't know why I say somebody should make. That probably exists. This will be our Independence Day. Always be closing. Huh. This is pretty close. Dictators free themselves and enslave the people. Might as well package stuff over here. Lots of space. And speaking of space, Alien. Nosferatu. Alligator skull. Really nice green guitar octo. These things are really selling. And we've got JFK. Here we go. Guitar Serpent. So some of you may have been wondering what's been happening with Miss Massachusetts and the whole Miss America thing. I was just waiting for her to give me measurements for her head, since we're going to be making a donut themed hat for her. I'm going to spend some time working on that today. Actually, what we're gonna do with the hat, we gotta make the coffee and the hat. With the hat, I'm gonna make a thing and send it to her just to make sure it fits on her head. Then we're gonna base the hat on that. All right, I just spent forever working on that thing. Basically, what she wanted was a version of my coffee cup that she could kind of hold like this, it being slightly smaller. Also, it needed to be lighter weight. I mean, she is a model, of course. But basically I made a version of the coffee cup and consolidated it into one piece instead of 2 pieces like it currently prints. And then I carved a handle into it. It's gonna print. We're gonna make it look really immaculate because of course this is gonna be on national TV. And I'm probably going to hand paint the D and D on the front, Dunkin' Donuts. But yeah, decided to take the time to knock that out. We're gonna do the hat size test that I can send her to make sure I make this hat and it actually fit her. And then game on, brother. Here, I'll show you the line by line. We're printing with the lid on the bottom, basically upside down. Now we've got the internal handle. Gave it enough of a slope that it would be nice and sturdy. We round it a bit where the handle comes in. Let's get a different angle here. Then we've got the top coming in. We did that as an angle so we wouldn't have overhangs. And thus we have a coffee cup with a nice gripping handle in the back. Okie doke, we're gonna get that printing as soon as one of the printers opens up. I think it's time to make some big moves when it comes to packing stuff up and moving. I think today's goal is going to be getting all of these black shelves packed up, broken down, and ready to move. We're at least gonna do that, and then maybe after we get that done, we'll get this shelf broken down as well. One of the rooms in the new place has like kind of a, I don't know if you'd call it a walk-in closet, but it's a pretty big closet. And I think, see, I'm gaming out what all the most efficient, logical ways to use the new rooms are for the new place. We have a lot of stuff that's like tools and spare parts. I kind of have it mostly consolidated to one shelf here, but there's kind of a few other things around. So I'm thinking we're going to make that space kind of the utility room, or at least make the big closet a utility closet. I kind of would like this to be organized a little better. You can see it's all kind of forced together in a haphazard way. I think what we're gonna do is go to the dollar store, and maybe not today, I don't know, we'll see if we have time, and get like a bunch of organizer stuff. If you want organizer shelves or slots or buckets or anything like that, dollar store is really hard to beat. But yeah, it'd be nice to make this make a little more sense. Plus, like I said, there's other tools, and it would be nice to have a couple of shelves like this. So we're probably gonna break down this shelf. We're gonna start with the black shelves in the next room, and maybe stretch goal is this. All right, yeah, we're just gonna go to the dollar store real quick. I don't know if I ever said this, but there's a dollar store like right down the street from here. I know this is probably redundant to say, but I'm feeling really, really good that we're like really close to being in the new location. The other location is near a bunch more restaurants and a bunch more other things. It's near the university here. So there's a bunch of stuff for students, you know, hair cutting places, everything in Neck that's interesting. In fact, the new house is like less than a block away from a taco truck, which is pretty good. I really like my current taco and burrito vendor, but it would be kind of cool just to walk and get tacos, you know, or Segway. So yeah, just a little midday gratitude. Never hurt nobody. The dollar of the tree. Let's get it. Got a bunch of bins, some alternating colors. Also, I kind of needed another laundry basket. If you're wondering why I'm not leaving these in the car, it's because they'll melt. All right, let's bring this out. It's funny, as I'm moving all this stuff, there are all these little stories that are being revealed. One of them is this giant pile of boxes. This is not just a random pile of Amazon boxes, although it is. In the early days of the business, I saved like almost every box that I received from buying anything. because in the early days, I wasn't selling the same sorts of things very often. So basically, this stockpile of Amazon boxes is from the earliest days of the business, which is kind of why it's shoved in a corner and forgotten about. Honestly, some of these I don't even know why I was gonna keep. Maybe the idea behind this was I could cut it into several pieces and then like make 4 Moai boxes out of it. But yeah, basically a whole bunch of these just never got used. They kind of found their way to the periphery of the establishment. But we're just gonna throw them away. It's been years and years. Time to say goodbye. Well, we broke down the shelves. We're gonna move that and a bunch of other stuff in the car. But last big thing we're gonna do today, we're gonna fix this printer. We got 2 spaghetti sharks and then a blob shark out of this. That just ain't okay. You know, by the time that you've changed nozzles and done tubes and stuff, replaced a bunch of things, you might as well just put a whole new hot end on that bad boy. That is what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna get this one too. Oh, what a day. Can't wait to get all the Miss America stuff done. Feeling good, feeling fine. Pretty exciting that the Miss America thing is actually happening and we're in the middle of crafting this thing. It's weird that it's actually happening. But yeah, we've got the coffee cup she's gonna be holding printing right now. I think it's gonna take like 3 days. I'm printing it with really small layer lines, and we added an extra wall inside because this is just one of those things, like if it got broke in transit or something like that, it would be crushing. I mean, overwhelming chance it'll be fine, but we're just going the extra mile because this is the big time. Anyway, join Discord, link below. Wayne says about the color shift, try moving the light or the camera to see if the color shift shows up in video. And he said Tempe, Arizona is where the spaghetti shark place is. Yeah, driving to Tempe would be a pretty good drive. I'm a little bit tempted to drive all the way to Tempe, Arizona so we can visit our shark. But yeah, it's spaghettisharktempe.com if you guys want to check it out. Very, very cool. Fireman says, when I use a color shift paint for fishing lures and stuff, the only way I can make them look good is to use a gloss black paint under them. Yes, that's what they recommended I do, and I did do it. I think I just needed more than 1 layer. Spicy barbecue. M3 is 36 uploads away from a streak more legendary than the Bulls 96 season. Just over a month away from episode 365, baby. Boom shakalaka. Read like one more. Richard Keyser, been a while I think since I read one of his. Did you find out about the fence? Yes. So a few episodes ago, maybe it was like a week ago or something, I got the idea that we can take the fence down outside the property because the state bought this property. The previous owners don't own it anymore. And the state bought it to only just destroy it. So they have some nice fencing that's part of the building. And if you want to see this, I discussed the whole concept a few episodes ago. I think it's in the title. And so I think I can just take apart the fence, take it to the new place, and have at least a partially fenced in yard. So yeah, I actually did some research, and I have found absolutely nothing that would suggest that anybody's going to get mad about me taking that fence. See, there is the one caveat is apparently when they demolish buildings like this, they do a thing called like scavenger rights or something, or they let people scavenge parts of the building. before or after they destroy it or something. I kind of forget the process. But things like fences and boards and screws and nails and things like that, like stuff that's that small, nobody wants to scavenge. You know, I'm not exactly sure what their process is, but basically everything I read says that nobody's gonna care if I take a fence. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till we're almost completely out of here and then just take apart the fence, which I think I can do in one day, and just shove it in the back of my car. Maybe take a couple loads because there's a lot of boards. And yeah, man, I don't think anybody's gonna care at all. Also, this is a much bigger project. Like I said, I think earlier in this episode, they're not just destroying this building. Apparently they're destroying way down that street, that way. And maybe I should see if they have fences. Boy, that's kind of a good idea. See, I could maybe have a fully fenced in yard if there's like one other property that's getting destroyed that has some fencing. And that's really something to think about. Yeah, but yeah, nobody's gonna care, especially since it's kind of an old fence. You know, maybe like a brand new one that just looks spectacular. Somebody may want to scavenge that, but these are kind of old boards. They'll work and they've got a lot of life left in them, but it's not the kind of thing that people are just gonna get all up in arms about. Anyway, we went a little late today. What am I grateful for? I mean, I guess I'm grateful that Miss Massachusetts got back to me today and we can effectively start the project. I'm really gonna try to get it done probably in like the next week, or at least the coffee cup is done. It's getting printed. I'm gonna mail off the measurement thing so she can put it on her head and see if it fits. I can't remember whether I explained that. Basically, I'm gonna make a plastic thing that goes on her head and mail it to her just to make sure that the measurements she gave me are accurate, because I'm gonna be making this big hat and it's really involved. And so I would hate to make that whole thing and it not fit. So we gotta at least have like the outline right, basically. Anyway, I'm probably grateful for that most today because it's a really cool project. It's a huge honor, and it's, assuming nothing weird happens, I mean, it's gonna put M3's 3D on the map, bro. So yeah, if anybody thought that project went away or something, it didn't. We were just waiting on measurements from her, and I guess she's probably really busy. She must be a really famous person or something. I don't know, I should do more research on her. She's a public figure. But anyway, that's super cool and I'm jazzed about it. What are you grateful for today? Could be a small thing, could be a big thing, could be a medium thing. The Captain Gratitude wants to know, what are you grateful for today? If you want to get on the Gratitude ship, the Gratitude Steamliner, the ticket is one gratitude. Give me one gratitude in the comments. We are the Gratitude Gang. We drop episodes every single day. We are an inspirational, uplifting, and edifying group that helps people make their dreams come true. Join the Discord for a great community. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.
Stay around you. I can't say what I need. These blinding are the lessons I'm saying to you. Standing in a moment, what has been is cast aside, frozen there as time rode. I know that you must have died. Surround you, open up your mind. Time to say auf Wiedersehen. say auf Wiedersehen.